diversity with our habitats up here in the top end. So all different types of environments for birds to live in. And therefore, we have very diverse bird life up here in the top end. Now this little chatty bird, she is mostly found in the monsoon forest habitat. And she's called a Pacific bazza. She has another common name, and that's crested hawk. So when she's down a little bit closer to you, have a look and see if you can see the little crest on the back of her head. And you'll see how she gets that common name, crested hawk. But it's not a very big crest, but it is there. And she is the only raptor that has a crest on the back of her head here in Australia. But an excellent example of the monsoon forest is found right here on Park, where our walk-through bird aviaries are. So make sure if you've got time today to head through that environment, because it is a lovely, cool, shady habitat. And it's a beautiful walk through that environment, and that's the place where the Pacific bazza is usually found. Not many people have seen them before. They're a little bit elusive. And they have great camouflage as well. Those bands or the stripes that you see across her chest here this morning and under her tail and wings, they stand out when she's in the open. But in the monsoon forest, where it's quite shady with the dappled light, they give her good camouflage, break up the outline of her body. So when you walk through our monsoon forest later on today, have a look, but you would be pretty lucky if you spotted one, because they do have that fantastic camouflage. Fire regimes. If a wildfire gets out of control and burns out a monsoon forest, it can take up to 200 years for that monsoon forest to... So you and I can do a little bit to help out camping, and you have a campfire. Please make sure it's completely out before you leave it unattended. If you've got a block at home, make sure you maintain your fire breaks, and if you're doing any burning off, make sure you've got all the appropriate monsoon forest habitat is where we're going to lose out on the diversity of our species that we have up here in the top end, which is a pretty cool, unique little raptor, I think we'll all agree. Feeds on mostly insects, but green stick insects, frogs, and small birds and mammals as well, if she does come across them. But I am going to move her off to the side, because the next bird that's coming out has adaptations